Hey everyone, welcome back to Eye Opener Society. Welcome back to this bonus episode that I have for you. And I'm taking a moment to give not only some information and advice, but last weekend or whenever it is that you're tuning in, but I spent the weekend down in Cynthiana, Kentucky with a couple of good friends of mine. Carly and Carla from Appalachian Rootworks, Rooted in Ruins. Like I said, they're located in Cynthiana, Kentucky, 208 East Pike Street, and that's in Cynthiana, Kentucky. Stop by, visit their shop if you are in the area. It's a metaphysical shop, but they got everything you need. They're practitioners, and they have other practitioners that work with them. This shop is just absolutely amazing, and this is all going to tie into a bunch of things. I went down there for a purpose. Actually, Carly and Carla had asked me if I wanted to come down and help them because they have a podcast as well called Without a Candle. And I suggested you check it out. But Without a Candle involves a lot of guests and all. And they had, I think it was 16 guests over 2 days, and they needed assistance with the production. So they asked me, and I was like, well, yeah, fuck yeah. I came right down and I did it. Uh, but, beyond that, it's one thing to sit behind the scenes, making sure everything's being recorded properly and sound is good and, just help them. But meeting their guests and being in that same room with the exchange of energy. You see, Eye Opener Society is not very guest heavy because, like I said, it's difficult. It's difficult for me to get guests on because the time zone difference with Lizzie and I, and we have only certain days we need to record. So it's difficult. And I don't work too well with guests that often unless it's someone we know. But Carly and Carla from Appalachian Rootworks, their podcast, Without a Candle, I sat there and I met some amazing people. Everybody that they had on their show has a story to tell. There was a lot of emotion. There was a lot of release. There was a lot of information. Um, and to sit there and be a part of that, to experience that energy, I was absolutely amazed. And it's something that I'm going to remember for a very, very long time. And as their episodes come out, it's going to be great to revisit them when I turn on their podcast and hear those guests and what they had to say. Uh, it's 2026, people. We still have so many hangups, you know? It just because if you call yourself a witch, why do we still have to be persecuted for that? The community is huge. We're very strong, whether it be witches, whether it be Wiccan, whether it be pagan, whether it be just the metaphysical people, spirit workers, intuitive people. It's 2026, and we need to understand that we all have something within us. And it's about time we stop with the persecution and all allow people to tell their stories. I've noticed how hard it was for some people to actually, mention what they wanted to mention. So, how does this all tie in? This is not a whole, production or promotion for Appalachian Rootworks, but it is a community. We are a society. And that's the one thing I spoke about because Carly and Carla did have me on as a guest, and I spoke about that. I spoke about the fact that Eye Opener Society is a society. And with that, it contains people, and not just people of one type. I don't even know the audience that is listening to me right now. I mean, it could be, from any walk of life, from anywhere in the world, and you're turning me on the podcast, I mean. But you turned on the show and you are listening for whatever reason it is. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. It's amazing. But to sometimes sit here, especially when I do these solo episodes. It's difficult for me. I like having Lizzie with me. Everybody knows that. We feed off of each other. But I can sometimes not really express my emotions enough when I say, this society means something to me. And to bring in other people, and not as friends, but like treating them like family. And that's how I felt when I was down in Kentucky. Now, another amazing thing occurred. Most people that listen to the show know that I am married. My wife, Melissa, she has gifts. I mean, she has the gift of healing, empathy, and it's just her too. She's so afraid to express it because she doesn't understand it. And it's difficult. And I'll give her all the space and all the time she needs to understand that. But I do want to say this. Carly and Carla had asked if Melissa wanted to be on their podcast. And for most of you know, Melissa's never been on my podcast. She's always just in the background. She's afraid to be on camera and, we're just at least bashful, shy, whatever the case may be. And she doesn't know what to talk about and all. So I was like, well, I don't know. The worst I could do is ask her. And, as long as, you just ask her questions and keep her going, I'm sure it shouldn't be a big deal. So amazingly, Melissa agreed to be on their podcast Without a Candle. And I was first asked if I wanted to interview her. And that would have been easy. But the only problem is my style of interviewing, and especially knowing my wife so well, I didn't want to get too caught up in any kind of, aggressive questioning the way I would normally talk to her. I wanted it to be authentic and real. Well, the interview was absolutely amazing, beautiful, emotional, and it really brought up my point for today's episode. We are gifted people, all of us, every single one of us, whether you know it or not. Once you reach down inside and you start thinking about it and you start forming what it is that you have, you run into a lot of backlash, and there's always going to be negativity behind it. But the thing is, we must rise above that, and we can. It's all about positivity. It's all about being assertive, being confident. Speak your truth. You, the listener, anyone listening, speak your truth. Dig deep. Find what it is that moves you, motivates you, gets you excited. Talk about it. Experience it. Do not be afraid of what others think, say, do, or otherwise. Block them out. Stick with your tribe. Find your tribe. Find the people that are going to support you. People like me, I will support you. I don't care. It was amazing. It was extremely life altering because I made an announcement on Without a Candle to them first. I felt I owed them that about things I'm doing in the future. And it all ties into this. Once I know the episode's been released, I'll definitely make sure there's links and everything else. But this is for you. Again, you, the audience, everyone listening, you have to be proud of yourself. You have to be strong and confident. And if you ever need help, backup, support, someone to cheer you on, I can do that. I will find the people that will stand behind you. Welcome to the community. Welcome to where things actually matter. Where you can be you. You can enjoy what it is you have, spiritually, gifted, whatever it may be. We don't sit here and force beliefs on you. You believe what it is you want to believe. The community here will support you. My society will support you. It's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to fear, worry about. It's you. It's the inner workings of you. That's something that you have to understand. My name is Gary Dean. This is Eye Opener Society. Don't forget to check out our regular episodes released every Monday morning. Check out Appalachian Rootworks, Rooted in Ruins at AppalachianRootworks.com. Listen to their podcast called Without a Candle. Visit them in Cynthiana, Kentucky. Support them. Support the community. Support local. And we love you here. We'll see you soon.